Away and running, breaking a touch slow was Winged Foot. Euler pops on top. Grand Pick is also right there, and Winged Foot, despite breaking half a length slow, is also right there in the top frame, and last of all is Delta Ridge. They go towards the 7 furlong point, and Euler, one of the long shots today, shows the way by that expanding margin of 2. Winged Foot is looking for 3 wins in a row and is patiently ridden second, and Grand Pick stays at that rail but is under a loose rein too, and Delta Ridge is 3 paths deep at the 6 furlong point. So Oilers telling him come and catch me in the first of the day and shows the way by 3, but Winged Foot is a patiently ridden second and getting closer too. Grand Pick, sensing a slower pace, starts to inject more speed at the 4.5 furlong point, and Delta Ridge is on hold at the back of the pack. No twist to the plot just yet. Euler continues to carve out the clock. Winged Foot continues to chase and gets closer in a great big way. Grand Pick is under a drive. The rail is open if this one can squeeze on through. And still last of all is Delta Ridge on the circle. Winged Foot comes calling for the lead and takes it at the 3/8 pole. Euler will try to counter in second. Delta Ridge is running a mighty race at 5-1 today. And Grand Pick needs to pick it up in a big way too. At the quarter pole, Winged Foot shrugged off the challenge of Euler. Delta Ridge is in for the fight. Grand Pick's 2 lengths down. They turn for home. Still multiple chances in this quartet. Still leading the charge is Winged Foot, but for how long? Grand Pick is now back on track in those white blinkers, and Delta Ridge is right there too. 3 chances inside the 16th pole. Here comes Grand Pick up the rail. Winged Foot still leading. Delta Ridge trying to surge past them all. Winged Foot photos and got it over Delta Ridge and Grand Pick. Away and running. Slow to go is Cape Cod Summer. Good speed from Grand Manor today. The long shot, whoop, there it is, takes over the lead, and Simpson Bay is right there too. And the 3 of them fly in the opening furlong. Chasing the speed in 4th is Big Save, and Mr. Leobon stays a ground saving 5th. Mean Tweets is second last in a well spread outfield, and Cape Cod Summer's last of all. Down to the 4 furlong pole they go, and Simpson Bay now calls the shots. The lead is only half a length, but Grand Manor is right there creeping closer in second. Woot, there it is, starts to backpedal, and Big Save is also right there on the prowl. There's a major divide back to Mean Tweets, Mr. Leobon, and Cape Cod Summer. Midpoint of the one and only turn, and now Grand Manor comes calling for the lead and shows the way by only a neck. Simpson Bay is right there in second, and Big Save's in for the fight. Mean Tweets lands 4th. They turn for home, and Grand Manor has a 1 length lead to hold. Big Save with all that Florida back class now confronts Grand Manor inside the 16th pole, and Big Save takes the lead at 9-5 and was hammered late. Big Save has won it. Grand Manor was second, Mean Tweets was third, and Simpson Bay was fourth. Away and running. Hopping in the air was Proud Civilian. Good speed on the outside from Cold Feet today, and crosses in front of the face of the field nice and easy. Holla at Your Boy is right there too, and Stavros is now in a joint second. Truly Mischief comes away in 4th, and Summer Bee is on the prowl but is 5 wide. And Proud Civilian has to sprout wings from last. Down to the 3 furlong stick they race, and Cold Feet struts his stuff to a 2 length lead. Truly Mischief is on the chase in second, and Summer B is out of trouble but very wide. Riding the fences, Stavros. Proud Civilians picked off one, and that's Holla at Your Boy. They race off the turn and kick for home, and Cold Feet came out of his corner swinging today. He's built up a 4-length lead. Chasing in second is Truly Mischief. Proud Civilian picks up a check for a board placement, and Summer B has no more to give. Cold Feet's tired, still holding on. Proud Civilian making a huge race of it, but it's way too little too late. Cold Feet beats Proud Civilian, Truly Mischief, and Summer B. Away and running. Good inside speed from Roan Burgundy today. There goes the blue blinkers of Finally Captured, who takes the initiative. Deep on the track is Into the Sauce. The green belongs to Mr. Pennypicker. And Capital Conquest is right there too. Toss a blanket over them. Only 2 lanes would cover a lot. So Finally Capture emerges out of the crowd with a half-length lead. But Into the Sauce now raises the stakes at the half-ball pole in second. And Mr. Penny Pincher's coming under a stern drive in third. Capital Conquest starts to loop up on the far outside, and Rome Burgundy is dropped to the tail. Around the bend they go inside the 3. Into the Sauce now takes the leading role from Finally Captured, and Capital Conquest looms a winning threat too. Mr. Penny Pincher is right there in a position to challenge but needs to dig deep. Rome Burgundy goes very wide. They turn for home. Into the Sauce slowly inching away from the opposition. Finally Captured is ready to fight on in that second place position. Now in the black cap, Mr. Penny Pincher's in tight. Deep on the track is Roan Burgundy. By the beard of Zeus, this is going to be close. And Roan Burgundy passes them all. Roan Burgundy at 9-2 to win over Mr. Penny Pincher. Show photo between Finally Captured and Capital Conquest. Away and running. Great speed on the outside from More Than a Storm. And Chapman is also showing plenty of zip. Filtered Light gets a pop of the crop. Gilded Ghost is right there too, and Prize the Bait mixes it up early. And the pace is swift with 6.5 furlongs to go. So those are the first 5 over the rain-affected sod. And Boardwalk Fries takes the inside trail to be a joint 5th. Feministas near the backfield. Wide on the track is Animal Princess. A ground-saving Bright Moon is second last. And Severe has to do the running from the back of the pack today. So More Than a Storm passes the 5 with a 2-length lead. But Filtered Light has no excuses today with the perfect trip. There's a line of 3 at the 4.5 furlong point, and Gilded Ghost is the one who rides that rail. Enchantment's in between rivals, and Prize the Bait's getting closer too. A gap of a length and a half back to Animal Princess, and Boardwalk Fries continues to scrape paint. Bright Moon still in front of 2. Severe starts to roll, and Feminista's last of all with 2.5 furlongs to go. So More Than a Storm is coming back to the face of the field, and Filtered Light hasn't been asked yet. A length and a half down from the dueling top pair is Prize the Bait, and Enchantment rides that rail. Severe's in traffic, they swing the corner, and Filtered Light plays that hand and kicks for home. More Than a Storm will try to counter. Enchantment's ready to pounce, and Severe has all the momentum. They're inside the final 16th of a mile. Filtered Light was drifting out, but Severe keeps on finding now, and here's Severe to surge on past. Severe has won it over Filtered Light, Enchantment, and Boardwalk Fry. Away and running. Good speed from Hazardous Humor today. Fabs is going to keep tabs on that speed, and Raw Power benefiting from that inside draw. And Peppermint Class is going to keep her honest, and those are the first four on settling down. Right behind the speed is My Maggie Moo. Passed by How's Your Class Flow. Deep on the track is Patty Cakes. Very hard to hold up the inside is Get Groovy. Passed by Make Me Believe, and Vodkatini is now second last as Get Groovy drops to the tail. Up and around the first turn they pass, and Hazardous Humor leads them past the 5.5 and shows the way by only a neck. Fabs is right there, shadowing the speed in second, and Patty Cakes is on a cozy hold in this 10-horse affair, and in between rivals is Peppermint Class. Raw Power continues to take the shortest way around the Delaware Oval, and those five have spaced the rest by a length. Make Me Believe is starting to advance, but is four deep around the second turn. How's Your Clash Flow trying to land three in a row? My Maggie Moo fighting off that rival with Get Groovy and Vodkatini. Past the three they go, and Hazardous Humor's had them all their own way. She shows the way by one full length. Fabs is right there chasing hard in second. Patty Cakes is deep on the track, and My Maggie Moo is right there too, but struggling to keep up at the top of the stretch. Hazardous Humor continues to kick at the top of the stretch and leads by one. My Maggie Moo set down at the rail. Coming from out of the clouds is How's Your Cash Flow and Make Me Believe. Inside the 16th pole, Hazardous Humor just keeps on finding. This was a sensational display today from Hazardous Humor. It's a head-bobbing photo for second between My Maggie Moo and Patty Cakes. Make Me Believe was fourth. Away and running, and that was a picture perfect start. Good speed today from King's Honor. In the orange, Smitten Enough is right there. In the gray is Sagrada Ray. Magical Marriage is right there too. And the Skipster benefits from that rail draw. Three paths deep is Ghost of Kazan, who's looking for three in a row. And the King Cheek navigates the turn sweetly to grab that fourth place position. The last three is Officer Country, then Mr. Machusek, and last of all is Creative Cloud. Around the first turn they go. The leader is Smitten Enough, but is poised to take on some challengers now. And King's Honor is right there ready to strike on the outside second, and the King Cheek has no excuses today. A length and a half down to Sagrada Ray, who takes the trail up the rail, and Magical Marriage is right there too with 4 furlongs to go. Ghost of Kazan is going to be caught wide around the second turn, and they are clear in front of Mr. Machusek. Officer Country starts to navigate a move on the far outside. Creative Clouds trying to pick off the Skipster as they turn again. So now on top of the field is King's Honor, but battling right back is Smitten Enough. The King Cheek is right there trying to pounce when it counts, and Sagrada Ray has a run of the race, and right behind the speed is Mr. Machusek. They're homeward bound now. Smitten Enough is in for the fight, but here comes Sagrada Ray, and now Mr. Machusek's trying to shove his way through. At the top of the stretch, 4 chances here. Smitten Enough rides the rail. Sagrada Ray has the momentum, bumps with Mr. Machusek in the concluding stages. Magical Marriage is showing up late. It's Sagrada Ray's win over Mr. Machusek. Then came Magical Marriage and King's Honor. They're all in line. Away and running. Slow to go was Prussian Blue. Good speed from the outside stall of Lena Hasbeck shoes. But that was short lived as Chem Major comes calling for the lead. And Priestess is right there chasing her speed in the early mix. Lena Hasbeck shoes came away in third, and the rail belongs to Creative Cadence. There's a gap of 4 back to Dance Step, and another gap of 6 back to the slow starting strides that belong to Prussian Blue. 4 furlongs to go, and Chem Major 9 to 5 when the betting market closed shows the way by 2. Chasing in second is Red Priestess, while Lena has Spec Shoes is on the march, and Creative Cadence is a distant fourth and coming under a heavy drive but starting to respond. Dan Step is a distant fifth and nothing from Prussian Blue today, and Lena has Spec Shoes comes calling for the lead and takes a confident look back to see Chem Major at that rail. There's acres of space back to Dan Step and Creative Cadence as they turn for home. Lena has Spec Shoes 1 of 3 at 9 to 5 has built up a 1-length lead. Chem Major trying to respond and does so willingly inside the furlong grounds. Lena has Spec Shoes now pulling away when asked. Chem Major's at the rail. Dan Step tries to land second, but it's all Lena has Spec Shoes who's home in front. Chem Major was second, Dan Step third, and Prussian Blue was fourth.